misclassifying employees, right? So basically, from my understanding, and please tell me where I'm wrong, is you have employees that you pay hourly and employees that you pay a salary to. Generally, the common belief is that employees that you pay a salary to, they're stuck, right? They got to take that salary, and if they work 100 hours a week, they're that classification, so they're classified that way. Employees that are hourly, then a different set of rules apply, like overtime. Is it true that I can make my salaried manager work 100 hours a week?
Yes and no.
Oh man!
So
now I know you're an attorney.
Here's the thing. It's very similar to what we were talking about with the 1099. Issuing the 1099 to the worker doesn't make them an independent contractor. If they're an independent contractor, then you give them the 1099. Just because you pay them a salary doesn't mean they're exempt from overtime. But to be exempt from overtime, they have to be paid a salary. Because it's one of the factors.
Okay.
So just paying a salary by itself does not mean that person's exempt from overtime. There are other factors that come into play. And in the law, they're called exempt employees. And there's about little less than half a dozen exemptions, managerial, sales, professionals. But it's not just, this person's a manager because I call them a manager. They're a manager because they qualify under what the language of the statute says. They can hire people, they can fire people, they set schedules, they make determinations on staff. Like, they have managerial duties as described under the law. Okay. Not because I just slapped that name under the so and so. Well, we're both in the business world, right? Everybody's a vice president, right? So just because you put vice president under there doesn't really mean that they have executive powers at that particular organization. Yeah. So in terms of classifying, like you're saying, to be exempt from overtime and minimum wage, not in this employment market that matters because everyone's getting paid more than minimum wage these days. But in terms of being exempt from overtime, they have to qualify under one of the exemptions and be paid a salary of more than, and again, with the minimum amount under the laws, it's minimal.
It's right.